Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Yolanda Maria if this is your first time here. So y'all, I'm going to just jump into this video. This is pretty much unscripted, unplanned out. Not really going to be doing a lot of editing because this is kind of going to be like a chit chat, direct talk with you guys. If you are not familiar with me, I own Yummy Candy Collection. We are a hair extensions and natural hair care brand, and a topic recently has came up on the shade room, y'all. Y'all know when it comes up on the shade room, whoo, y'all, that's where the tea, that's where everybody goes for the tea. So when something comes up on the shade room, and now it is going to be affecting all, pretty much all wig makers. If you are not familiar with Rhonda White and the Rhonda White collection, she is a huge Instagrammer. Like, she is basically a celebrity Instagrammer, you know, wig maker. And if I'm not mistaken, let me look up and see how many followers she actually has on, I'm gonna go to her business page instead of her personal page, even though her personal page, she has 256,000 followers. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this screenshot of her personal page up, and then she has her own, hold on, she also has her own business, Rhonda White Collection, and on there she has 31,000 followers on there as well. And y'all, she made it on the shade room, out here scamming people. And I really feel like this is going to affect some of, or most, wig makers, because people are out here paying their hard-earned money for wigs and receiving garbage in the mail. And because she has such a huge following, I have been following Rhonda White since probably before, yeah, definitely before she started her own hair extensions line and hair extensions brand. When she was just Rhonda White, I was following her personal page, and she was actually making wigs for herself. And that's what she gave off on Instagram. She gave off that she was making wigs herself. Now, I do know the hair diagram, Tamika Gibson, she posted on the shade room that Rhonda actually took her wig making class. So people are thinking that she's making these wigs, when come to find out, recently she has been exposed that she has been doing or sending customers pre-made wigs from China. She is not making the wigs herself, and then the quality of the hair is trash. I just did a video talking about the difference of quality hair extensions versus, you know, detecting trash hair, and that's what she was sending, was trash hair. Now, her Instagram is full of beautiful wigs, and again, that's why she has such a huge following. People were expecting to receive what she had been advertising on her Instagram page. And like I said, I followed her because I admired her work, and now I'm like, she might not even made any of these wigs. We never saw her make wigs. Now, y'all know I make my own wigs. Look, I got my sewing machine is right here. Quit playing with me. I make my own wig. I make my own wigs, and I do this on Instagram. I go live on Instagram. I have videos here on YouTube. So y'all know I make my own wigs. However, I do also sell pre-made wigs. So what she was doing was not making her wigs. She was selling pre-made wigs directly from China. And my hair, like my pre-made wigs, are still using the hair that I sell in bundles. So what she was doing was getting hair, trash hair, and not actually making them, but selling them as customized wigs. So I want to talk to you guys, or custom wigs. I want to talk to you guys about the difference between the custom wigs and pre-made wigs, because I do have a separate collection which are a little bit cheaper than my custom units, but I do have a section on my actual website that is labeled exclusive collection, and those are the pre-made wigs. So I want to show you guys some of the pre-made wigs that I have, and again, it is the same quality. Okay, this is the difference between my company and her company. What I advertise is what you receive. Okay, so this is one of my pre-made wigs, and I also have another one. These are actually for my customers. These are already sold wigs. My vendor constructed the wig, so that is the difference between a pre-made wig versus a custom wig. So it's all about who constructed the wig. Whether I turned on my sewing machine or my vendor turned on their sewing machine. That is the only difference. So both of these wigs are constructed or were constructed by my vendor, okay? But it's still the hair that I sell, still the hair that I wear. It is up to me as the owner of the company that I make sure that this wig, see this one, hairline is not even plucked at all. It has not been shampooed. It has not been styled. It has not been cut to my customer's desire. The knots are not bleached. This part is not cut out. The knots are still not bleached. Those are the things that I do as the owner of the company. I'm going to deliver what I advertise. And I believe what Rhonda was doing was just receiving them like this with trash hair, receiving them like this, and then just shipping them to the customer just like this. So if she was customizing them, maybe those were higher priced. I'm going to go ahead and put the video. I'm going to go ahead and put the video from the shade room. And I want you guys to hear what she had to say.
Custom lavish wigs selling for hundreds on social media.
That's a $700 wig.
But buyers beware. Some customers say that a woman is out there scamming people with wigs that look nothing like she's advertising on Instagram. I'm Justin Carter, and this is TSR Investigates. It's nothing new. The beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar business. And of course, when you buy those wigs or hair products from the beauty supply store or the stylist themselves, you get what you pay for. But for dozens of women, that is not the case when it comes to a woman they say tricked them into buying what they thought were top-notch wigs on Instagram.
I still feel like I've been taken advantage of.
Brittany Seeger says that she was drawn to the Rhonda White wig collection on Instagram almost instantly.
Because she has such a strong following and you don't see any negative comments on her page, I thought it was okay for me to order the wig.
Everything was fine at first. She says that she paid about $700 for the unit. She says that Rhonda White told her that she'd get the wig in 2 weeks. She started to worry, though, when weeks blew by and she heard nothing.
So I was reaching out to her, just, out of concern about my order. And I never got a response through text message, never got a response through email. And then when I would call, no one would ever answer the telephone.
She found another phone number for Rhonda White and finally got through. She says that she exchanged a few heated words with her, and days later, she finally got the wig in the mail.
She said that she construct these wigs herself, but this wig does not look as though it was constructed by her.
This is the Sasha wig unit that Seeger ordered, but this is what she got.
I know texture and Brazilian and, Peruvian. I know all that. This hair is like real shaggy. It's supposed to be like 150% density. And I don't feel like it's 150% density.
Fed up by this point, Seeger just wanted a refund, but White refused. Now, the return policy is spelled out on their website that, quote, all hair extensions and custom units are final sale, but Seeger says the wig was just off.
I don't feel as though the length was right either. But I was just over it at that time.
Adding to her frustration, Seeger says that she was told that she could only pay through Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle. But the website says they take most all major forms of payment. She tried to dispute the Cash App charges as fraud with her bank, but the bank told her they couldn't do it unless Rhonda White initiated the refund. Another customer, Hannah Neely, with an almost identical story.
I couldn't get in contact, no emails. She wasn't responding. She wasn't answering the phone. So I'm really like, my heart is just panicking because I'm like, okay, I paid this girl through Cash App.
She got so fed up that she got her uncle, who lives near where Rhonda White conducts business in Jacksonville, Florida, to drive by and pick that wig up directly.
So he pulls up to the address, knock, knock, knock. Who answers the door? There's Rhonda. Now, when he walked in, he asked Rhonda, "Hi, I'm here to pick up my niece's wig. She ordered it over 2 weeks ago, and I'm here to pick it up." Rhonda said the wig still hadn't arrived. They were still in China.
Neely says she felt bamboozled.
That's still no excuse for the scamming. Why not just say, I'm ordering wigs from out of the country? You don't even have to specify. I'm ordering wigs from out of the country, but I will pluck the baby hairs for you. I will do the part for you. Now, would you like to pay $400 or $500? But she would never say that because she knows no one will buy it.
So, of course, I went straight to Rhonda White for answers.
Can you explain the reason why you don't offer refunds to people if they're not satisfied?
I just feel like it's too much, especially with them coming customized. Sometimes we cannot, and being that some of them fit other people's head sizes, we can't always, guarantee that product will sell the way it was supposed to be sold. We try to get it as close as we can. And like I said, we can't satisfy everybody's needs as far as that goes. But
so the wigs
wigs
that you have in the picture are not the same wigs that people are getting shipped.
Yeah, they're the same. So of course they're not the same exact wig. They are basically wigs that we duplicate. So like I said, we'll take a unit and we'll of course customize it just how it is on the picture, styling it, everything in the picture that you see is how we do it.
They're saying that they can't reach you by phone, by email. What do you have to say about that? Why can't these people find you?
So if they aren't calling during normal business hours, chances are phone calls are not going to be returned. That's the only thing that I can't say about my business now.
But you're not returning phone calls if people leave you messages? Do you think that's your duty to return phone calls?
Okay, so how my business line is set up, I have a Google account to where they can leave a message and we will return their phone call from there. But as far as calling during hours that are not of business hours, no.
We paid for express shipping, but see, we couldn't get in contact with her. Even if there were delays or something was happening, we couldn't get in contact. So that's what initially made it seem scammy.
We pulled the Rhonda White collection profile with the Better Business Bureau. It is not an accredited business, and there is an F rating listed.
18 complaints filed in recent history. They've answered 4 of them, so the other 14 went unanswered.
This is Tom Stevens. He covers the Jacksonville area for the Better Business Bureau.
They basically told us on the phone that they didn't really care whether what we sent them. They weren't going to answer any more complaints.
Dealing with a lot of money that's being involved, it can definitely put people in a predicament that they are being scammed. But I'm just staying positive. I'm back on track. I'm definitely trying to get as many orders out as I possibly can.
Stephen says that although customers often don't get their money back in this case, consumers still have rights.
It gets to the point where there's clearly retail fraud involved, either advertising A and delivering Z, or not delivering anything at all but taking the money and running. Those things are going to be covered under the Deceptive Trade Practices statutes, and the Attorney General would be very much interested in working those cases.
The Better Business Bureau, a great resource out there to either report or review business profiles. Also, your state's attorney or district attorney's office, they have their own internet crime units. They too can investigate. And in serious cases, the FBI can get involved too. You can file a complaint with them at ic3.gov. For now, I'm Justin Carter for TSR Investigates.
So what I got from that video, maybe a $400 wig or a $700 wig did not come customized, because some of her wigs are in the upwards of the low $1,000 range. And I'm like, what wigs are you selling for that price if you are getting them from China? Like, you not even like, if she's selling them like this for $400 or even $700, that is not right. And for me, I have to be able to sleep at night. I have to be able to sleep at night. I cannot do people wrong. I just cannot do that. And if someone spent money with me, I am going to ensure that they are happy. I'm going to make sure that they have, some type of photos, videos, making sure that they see their units before they ship out. One thing that she said in the video was about her customer service. She's not returning phone calls. And I'm just like, what? Like, for somebody to spend over $700 on a wig with you, you better be returning phone calls. Like, I just could not believe it. What I did not see in that video is remorse. I did not see any remorse, no apology or anything in that video. And it just really hurt my heart for customers, because now it's going to be even harder for people to trust the good wig makers, the ones that are honest wig makers. So it is up to me whether I make the wig myself or construct the wig, like sewing it on here. It's up to me to make sure that it looks like what is being advertised on my website. So this right here, I made this myself on the sewing machine, but I also plucked the hairline, I bleached the knots, I curled it, I put layers in it, which is the same thing that I'm going to be doing with these for my customers. So this is our Italian curl and this is our deep wave. So once I cleanse the hair, bleach the knots, pluck the hairline and style it, what you see on my website is what you are going to receive. So you guys have to know another thing in that video of her about her not accepting certain payment methods, and she was only accepting Cash App. I think it was Cash App, Zelle, and something else. Those are the ones that you cannot dispute. Make sure that when you are paying for a wig that it is in a payment method that you can dispute the charges, because that, y'all, when I saw that video, it just hurt my heart that she had been out here scamming people, got 18 different complaints with the Better Business Bureau. And when the Better Business Bureau reached out to them, they only responded to 4 of the 18 complaints and then told them that they would no longer be responding to any more complaints. Again, I was not seeing any remorse here, and that just really hurts my heart. I had to speak on it. I had to go ahead, take some time and speak on this topic, because I don't want people to feel like they cannot trust wig makers. There are some awesome wig makers out here, and there are a ton of wig makers that sell pre-made wigs. There's nothing wrong with pre-made wigs, as long as your vendor is awesome, as long as your vendor is like really providing the same quality that you would if you were constructing the wig. It's fine. Several wig makers sell pre-made wigs. What you want as the consumer is the end result. Does this wig that I'm purchasing look like what it should look like based on when I made the decision to purchase the wig? Does it look like what I ordered? That is the whole issue. So it's not about, whether who made it, who actually constructed it. It's the end result. And you want to be providing quality. If there is an issue on my end, so there are certain things that come about that is out of my control, especially since COVID. Since COVID, there has definitely been delays in getting things from other countries. And it is my job to notify my customers. If my customers have already provided me with the payments, it is my responsibility to make sure that they know why there is a delay. As soon as I know that there's a delay, I notify my customer. I just don't leave them hanging. You're not going to have to keep calling me. I even have a Google Voice number. She mentioned that in the video, that she had a Google Voice number. I'm not quite sure what that meant as far as an excuse. Google Voice has a voicemail box. So when someone leaves you a voicemail, call them back. I mean, I didn't understand why she was trying to explain that part, that she has a Google Voice number and she doesn't return phone calls because of that. That just really threw me off. But again, I wanted to make sure that I spoke on this topic. There are some awesome wig makers out here. There are some awesome pre-made wigs out here. I have never had any returns. I've never had any complaints or anything to that nature. Now, she did mention also that she does not give refunds. She does not give or allow returns. Now, in that case, I do not allow returns either. And the reason for that is because, again, I am communicating with my clients. As soon as their unit is complete, I'm on the phone with them. I'm sending videos. I'm sending pictures, front, back, side. And once they say that they are happy with what they're seeing, then the order ships out. Now, that is something that she was not doing. She was ignoring customers, not responding. And after, you know, someone has had a bad experience and got upset, then you want to just ship them anything in the mail. And that was completely wrong. And I just hurt for anyone who has been scammed by her. And I really hope she gets it together. You know, it's just wrong. And I would love to see her come back, whether it's on the Shade Room or on her platform, give a sincere apology for what she has been doing. This is, like, again, going to reflect on all the other wig makers out here, because people are not going to want to trust us. So for me, anybody who's purchased from me, you guys know I answer all of my questions. I answer all of my emails. I answer all of my phone calls. So you don't have to worry about it. And I answer questions, how to care for the hair. I have this platform here, YouTube, that allows me to share how to care for the hair. I have tons of videos on my channel on how to care for the hair, and I answer all of my comments below. So you don't have to chase me down, okay? You don't have to chase me down. I make sure that I provide top quality service, whether it's the customer service end and the actual product that you receive. So if you are interested in at all getting a wig, whether it is a exclusive collection wig or even a customized wig, and again, just to clarify the difference between those, the custom wigs is where you, as the consumer, tell me exactly what you want for that wig. If you want highlights added to the wig, if you want it cut a certain way, I'm getting your exact circumference, your head measurements. So that wig is going to be specifically for you. That is the difference between a custom wig. A pre-made wig, again, is just a small, medium, or large. And again, the circumference will have to do with small, medium, or large. However, my vendor, did you see the inside? You still get 3 combs. There's 2 on each side. I mean, 1 on each side, and then you get 1 in the back, and you also get an elastic band. You can also specify if you want, you know, if you want HD lace, if you want transparent lace, things like that. Those are the custom wigs. You are customizing it specifically for yourself. And you know, it will be, can you resell it to someone? Yes, you can resell it to someone. It will just take a while if you decide that you don't want the wig. Well, that's why I do not offer refunds or returns on the wigs, because it will be hard to sell. So I kind of understood her point in that video, but the way she went about it, ignoring the customer, that was, you know, that lack of communication was really wrong. So again, I just wanted to use this platform to, you know, just bring awareness to what's going on. I mean, I probably received the video, at least 10 people sent me the video and was like, can you believe this? And I'm like, no, I cannot believe that this is happening, because again, it is going to affect some of us. So once you find a great hair vendor, a great quality wig maker, make sure you stick with that person. But if you are new to purchasing wigs and new to you know, going out and looking for wigs, please do your due diligence, do your research, Google, go on YouTube, see if there's any complaints, go on the Better Business Bureau, because obviously there have been complaints about her company, and read reviews, and, you know, just make sure that you ask questions. People always contact me, several people contact me before they actually make the initial purchase, whether they're asking specific questions, asking how do you measure your head, things like that. I always respond, and I think that's what helps me get for them to feel comfortable with moving forward with the purchase, because I'm actually responding and actually communicating. I'll sit on the phone with you. I've sat on the phone with several customers in other states just to make sure that they felt comfortable in asking the proper questions, me providing what knowledge that I can, so that they know that I am genuine. I am a genuine person. Again, I want to sleep at night. I love to sleep. So I want to make sure that I'm getting my proper rest, and I can't do that if I'm scamming people. So, and my background was customer service. I was a customer service manager and a customer service trainer for many corporate companies. So that's another reason why I'm able to incorporate such good customer service, because that's my background. So I hope this video was helpful. Wanted to just address that, since this was something that has just recently hit social media this week. And yeah, just wanted to make sure you guys were aware. Difference between custom wigs and pre-made wigs is really only who sewed it together, who constructed it together. But I am the business owner, and I make sure that I still style and customize it still for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helps and this information helps, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.